Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles. In the last episode, we ran through Chapter 5 of the main story. We ended up meeting Maximilian and the 3 Imperial generals who are in command of the Gallian front. And then we headed toward the supply base in the Cloden Wildwood. We ended up encountering this orphaned Porcavian, a winged pig, and ended up adopting it as basically the squad mascot. And then we went ahead and fought the battle where we seized the supply base, though we had to fight one of the generals, Jaeger, and his enormous tank that we really couldn't do anything about. We just had to kind of get around it and seize the base, and we forced them to retreat. And so that is what we got through. Now we are up to Chapter 6, a desert encounter, but as I think I mentioned last episode, we're not actually going to be doing this story mission today. We'll be doing that probably next episode. What we're going to be doing today is a few things. One, and first, is we're going to be going to the skirmishes, because we haven't done any of those yet, and I actually want to start getting them done sooner rather than later, because they're very necessary to beef up your squad, and to be able to have enough money to be able to do all the upgrades that you need to do, as well as buy all the extra chapters, get all, you know, you will not be able to get everything unlocked and done if you are not doing skirmishes. Right now we just have these 2 skirmishes, the outskirts of Brule and the Vassal Riverside, but we're not doing either one of those. We're going to be doing these skirmishes. Now, these skirmishes, the professional military operations, were originally DLC for the game, but with the release of the PC version, if you buy the PC version, they come with the game by default. So you'll get all of the DLC add-on skirmishes, as well as a couple of add-on story campaigns, which we'll be doing, I think, at some point. And the skirmish that we are going to be doing today is this one, the Scout Challenge. Susie's Challenge, the Wildwood 1 Scout Trial. So that's going to be what we're going to do. So this is actually set in the Cloden Wildwood, though on a map we actually haven't been on yet, but there's no spoilers or anything. We're just going to go ahead and go here and run through this. This is not that easy of a skirmish, but you'll see why we're going to want to do this, because the rewards are insane if you can high rank it. So let's go for it. Alright, this is not voice. So I, Susie Evans, respectfully challenge you to a test of skill. Alright, an Imperial squad is spread throughout the area, and we will enter from this position on the east. Please use us scouts' humble abilities to drive the Imperials out. The goal of the operation is to defeat all Imperial units. Alright, so victory is all enemies are defeated, enemy occupies our base camp, all ally soldiers and reserves are killed, 20 turns pass. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to position our units. We can only position a single unit. Okay, so the unit we're going to go with is Alicia. Because, as I mentioned before, Alicia is a commander, so she has a command point that she brings to the battle with her. If you don't bring Alicia, you bring one of these other scouts, it'll work. The problem is, you only have a single combat point. If you bring Alicia, it gives you 2 combat points. Alright, so that is what we're going to start with. We're going to go ahead and deploy. Alright, very well, let's begin the operation. I'm sure you'll do wonderfully. Alright, just as the name suggests, we scouts are responsible for gathering intelligence in the field. Between our extensive mobility and keen eyes, you can rely on us to sight enemies. That being said, this area is dotted with tall grass. Do be careful not to overlook any. Hopefully we won't have any nasty surprises from Imperials in the dark. Oh dear. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just terrified myself unconscious. Alright, let's begin, shall we? Fantastic. Alright. So, as you can see, we have 2 CP and a single unit on the field. Alright, now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our home base and we're going to bring Rosie into the battle. She is not a scout, but, again, she is one of the commanders. We bring her in, that when she joins the battle next turn, she will give us an extra command point, bringing us up to 3. Now, there are Imperials all over the place here, and if we don't deal with them quickly, they're going to capture the base. So, we're going to grab Alicia here. And we're actually going to head this direction, towards our base. See, there's an enemy right there.
Ready yourselves for the next attack.
Let's sneak up on the guy. Alright, this guy is going to take 3 shots to kill. Hopefully we will get all 3 land on target. Perfect. Alright.
Keep your cool. Just relax and get it done.
End our action here. There's an enemy scout patrolling around. Bunch of other enemy scouts patrolling around. We can't see just yet. Alright, you're gonna come across the bridge.
Now.
Oh, really? You're gonna do that, are you? Alright. Rosie's in. And what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna deploy another scout. And who are we gonna bring in here? There's an allergy, neat freak. Country bred, meadow bred, good buddy, bug in a rug, desert bred, fancies men, allergy, pollen allergy. I'd like to bring an Ike, but bug in a rug. Standing in grassy fields helps them relax, enhancing their defense. So we're going to bring in Nancy Dufour here. Because we're going to be moving in grassy patches, so that is going to be good.
My turn, okay?
Alright, I'm actually going to need you to back off for a second. Because we're going to use a grenade on you.
Please hit.
Stick it out, soldiers.
Alright.
We're sending you.
Now, I'm actually going to bring Rosie.
Let's do this thing.
And we are going to bring her
How are you doing on ammo?
over this way. Because I know where there's another enemy. Because I have done this particular mission a lot. Alright, so our reinforcements are now here. But we're going to grab Rosie first.
I'm on it.
And...
New target sighted.
There you are.
Here I come.
Drive you out of your cover.
Moving out.
Grab Alicia here. Knock that guy out. Perfect. Alright. Now we're going to start advancing. Here's some grass. Alright, now we're going to need to get Nancy into position.
Best of luck out there.
Are there any weak spots in their defenses?
Now this is going to be all the scout show. From this point, Rosie is just going to be on the map to provide us that extra command point. Alright, let's grab
I totally got it.
Nancy here.
Do all you can to minimize casualties.
Have her advance up there, and there we go. Where we can get into the grass.
Moving out.
Alright.
Can't beat the smell of fresh soil.
Please avoid any hasty decisions, soldiers.
Enemy sighted.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Forgot about that guy. Alright. 3 shots. Perfect.
My leg. They got my...
All units report in.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have Alicia come around here. Actually,
Just, leave it to me.
yeah, we'll have Alicia go north.
Try to approach
Because
the enemy's blind
there's a
spot.
little pathway here.
Keep your cool.
I thought it was a little bit
Just
further away
relax
than it
and get
was.
it done.
Okay.
We'll be there in a minute.
What
Hold out
direction
till
is this
then.
guy facing?
Like enemy found?
Okay. He's pointing our direction. Can I get a grenade on him? Yes, I
Here
can.
go.
Oh, he ducked the grenade.
Keep advancing.
That guy's good. Alright. But that turned him around. Well, make sure that he's facing south. We're gonna keep trying to grenade him. Well, okay. Alright.
Enemy unit spotted.
Please don't follow them in too deep.
Alright. Alright. I think we're going to use... Alicia's pretty injured.
Moving out.
I'm going to use both my CP here. Top Alicia off.
Moving out.
Alright, and then I'm going to try and... This guy will take 11 shots to kill, shooting him in the head. So I'm actually going to drop a grenade on him. Actually, right next to him.
Ah!
There you go. He didn't move. Well, that is very convenient.
I totally got it.
So then we'll switch to Nancy. This is why I bring 2 scouts. So he's turned around. Let's see, 9 shots to kill. So I'm going to go ahead and give him the business with the grenade.
Here I go.
And push him that way so he can't really readily return fire. There you go.
Moving out.
Go to Alicia. It'll take 5 shots to kill. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hit him with a grenade again. And that should flip him around one more time.
Just, leave it to me. Yay! Happy grass!
And then Nancy can just pop him once in the back of the head and be done with it.
Yippee!
Very good.
Don't overextend yourself.
Now...
Like enemy found?
Please focus on making...
Another guy over there, obviously. Now these guys don't actually move.
I totally got it. And yay! Happy grass! Huh?
Grenade. Good job.
Try to strike the enemy's flank.
Let's see. Was kind of hoping that would kill him, but it didn't. That did, though. All right.
In groups while backing each other up.
Let's see. What turn is it? Turn 7. I'm not gonna be able to do this in 1 CP.
Moving out.
Alright, I'm gonna risk it. I know where the last guy is. He's right behind this rock. There's a little patch of grass back there.
Now.
There you go. Now I'm going to hope either he isn't going to move, or if he does move, that he isn't going to kill Alicia. Alicia's going to get return fire. Not quite enough.
My turn,
Alright,
okay?
Alicia. One shot. Got him. Operation complete. A solid B rank finish. If I managed to get it done, it took a little bit too long killing that one guy. Oh well. Solid B rank finish. Alright. But look at what we got out of this. We got 51,000 EXP and 111,000 ducats. So yeah, that's a ton. Alright, we seized the ZM Car 8G from the enemy. Alright, so what we can do is we can then go ahead to headquarters. And let's just check and see if the guy at the War Cemetery has anything for us.
Hello again, son.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but I can think of no orders to teach you. My memory is failing me with age. I hope we'll meet again. Should you wish, you can likely find...
Okay, so he didn't have anything for us. Alright, let's hit the R&D facility. Let's see. Anything new we can do with our weapons? Yep. Improve firepower on machine guns. Improve firepower on our anti-tank lances. Let's see. An upgrade to our grenades.
All set for you, bro.
That may help with that skirmish, because we use a lot of grenades. Alright, looks like that is it so far. Anything new for the Edelweiss? Mortar upgrade, so better mortar.
All set for you, bro.
Improved armor.
Here you go, bro.
Alright, a whole bunch of stuff. Spare tread 1. I'm not going to deal with that just yet. Drive system 1. Drive system 2. Radiator upgrade.
Here you go.
Let's see. Expanded capacity for our magazine.
Here you go.
Means we can carry an extra shot of our mortar. And that should be it. So we can outfit our tank, change parts. Alright, so right now we have the bulletproof visor, which improves our accuracy, which we're going to be keeping that. Steel alloy plate, extra magazine, tread defense, tread HP. We're going to get steel alloy plate. Let's see, extra magazine, probably not a bad idea. We can probably actually bring everything right now. Hardened plate, coil spring, leaf spring, spare belt. Okay, yeah, we can fit everything for now. Exit the R&D facility. And then we can go ahead and hit the training field. Because we have an enormous amount of EXP.
Train all you...
Everybody max out.
Good work! Looks like that session beat a new potential out of the scout.
Alright, got new potential for scouts, lancers,
Looks like that session beat a new...
engineers. Yeah, you run that one skirmish like every so often.
You're better than this! Push!
You can get a lot done.
Good work, maggots! Okay, you've earned clearance for a new order. Put it to good use out there.
Alright, we got the attack boost order. Raises one ally's anti-personnel attack power. And aim boosts. One ally's accuracy. You know, so you can do that on a sniper on when you really, really need somebody dead.
You're better than this. Good work, maggots. You're... Looks like that session...
Alright, better potential for the scouts.
You've
A
earned...
new order. All units defend. That's good. And this may be the last what we can do. Hold on. Shock troopers, scouts, and snipers. There we go.
Fight! Good work, looks like that session beat a new potential.
Alright, new potential for shock troopers. Alright, there we go.
Come back anytime you're ready to...
Alright, anything new on Castlefront Street?
Hey! Dropping by to Oh, and how about the new Rising Star? I
Okay.
couldn't help but snipe.
Yeah, it basically says the same thing every time. Alright, we have the two new news items. Lucky Seven's cut-off supply base. Alright, the militia's 3rd Regiment, partner in our ongoing war correspondence, was successful in seizing the Empire supply base in the Cloden Wildwood despite interference from the Empire ace, General Rade Jaeger. This new victory, coming on the heels of their vassal win last month that pushed the invasion back to central Gallia, has all of Randgriz singing their praises. Losing the Cloden base was no doubt a severe blow to the Imperial force looking to regain some of that lost ground, which is good news to Gallians everywhere. It's anyone's guess where the militia will crop up next, but their efforts so far make one thing clear: these men and women mean business. Alright, militia issues draft notices. That's probably because we got new recruits. Government issued a second wave of drafts among Gallians for the militia on the 8th. Expected since the Empire's formal declaration of war last month, this draft was likely made inevitable by the recent series of losses in the East and North. The draft will target males aged 30 to 45, selected based on qualifications and their impact upon Gallia's normal function. The militia is also accepting volunteers from those not included in the second draft, but many worry about the economic strain that further losses to the commerce and industry sector may impose. Okay.
Da-da-da! I've got new material.
A taste of home. Okay.
Thanks a million. Come back and see the writing on the wall again soon. I'll be waiting for you.
Alright, so that should have actually unlocked a new episode. Personnel tab has been updated. So yeah, if we go back here,
Report. A taste of home.
there we go. So, I think one other thing we might do, I mean, we're at the 30-minute mark, so I mean, we're probably good to go ahead and end an episode. But one thing I want to do is I want to go to the tab for weaponry, at least. Because I do want to look through some of this stuff on occasion when the opportunity presents itself. So, let's go ahead and look at the tanks. Let's go ahead and look through the tanks here. We have Edelweiss. Alright, so length 6.64 meters, width 3.43. 2.65 is a 32-ton vehicle. Top speed is 60 kilometers per hour, 800 horsepower. It carries a 40 by 88 millimeter KWK cannon and a 12.7 millimeter tank machine gun. So it's a 50 cal and an 88 millimeter gun. KWK, which is actually a German designation for Kampfwagenkannon. So the Gallian forces armor is based on kind of German style from World War II. So I thought it was an 82 millimeter gun, but I guess it's an 88. Alright, so designed and constructed by Isara's late father, Tamer, this tank's 360-degree rotating turret, fully automated loading system, and other innovations completely revolutionized tank technology. So it does have an autoloader. Okay, built to be operated by two, Welkin mans the guns and issues commands to Isara in control of both the wheel and wireless radio. Despite its age, it was among the first to use angled plating and other emergent concepts, yielding high performance from an early test stage. Its high cost was all that precluded its mass production. So it is a super prototype, common trope. Alright, so next we have Lupus, which is General Jaeger's tank that we saw last episode. So it is a 53-ton vehicle and top speed of 45 kilometers per hour, so it's much slower than Edelweiss. And it carries a Mustela D25T 120 millimeter cannon with 43 calibers in length and has a 9 millimeter machine gun. So D25T, that is similar to Russian weapon or gun designations for tanks. So these kind of based on Russian tech. 122 millimeter, another common Russian caliber for their heavy tanks. Alright, so one of the latest Imperial tank models was further enhanced specifically for General Jaeger to use in the invasion of southern Gallia. Its treads are common for a heavy class tank, but it sports an ambitious 122mm cannon, the largest in the Empire at the time it was developed. The use of sloped glacis plating around the body presents just one portion of the beast's comprehensive defense. Okay. Alright, an Imperial light tank. 24-ton vehicle, 45 kilometers an hour. It carries one 45mm cannon and an 85mm mortar and a 7.62mm machine gun. Another common set of calibers for like Russian-styled guns. Alright, originally developed before the outbreak of EW2, these tanks saw considerable use throughout the war. Taking the stage just as tanks began to see use as highly mobile units able to work in conjunction with troops on foot, this model came to define the epoch. By the beginning of EW2, however, they had begun to show signs of age, were outclassed by Federation counterparts in terms of frontal firepower. Okay. And then we have the Imperial medium tank. Carries a 76.2mm cannon and an 85mm mortar. 38 tons, 35 kilometers per hour, so even slower still. We ran into one of these in the last mission. As the Imperial gold standard in EW2, tank designs over 12,000 of this model have been produced by 1935, the majority of which saw actual combat. It offers a solid balance between power, armor, and mobility at an exceptionally low price, making it highly versatile. Variants were made to suit a wide range of combat needs, and its ubiquitousness led Imperial soldiers to associate it with home, calling it the fatherland. Yeah, but the whole combination of a turreted gun with a hull-mounted mortar or howitzer, that is very similar to, kind of as I mentioned, French and some of the early British designs during World War II. Alright, anything else on the tanks? No. You have probably a little bit more time. Let's go ahead and go through Gallian standard rifle, 7.92 millimeter. Alright, standard rifle developed by Gallia's only arms manufacturer, the National Arsenal, issued to Gallian soldiers and saw use in combat before the war's end. By minimizing changes made to the action of existing models, developers were able to save time in realizing their design while also allowing for a wide range of uses through further customization. Its name comes from its status as the first domestically designed rifle in the nation's history. Alright. So then we have the ZM car, which is the Empire's rifle, which is 7.62 millimeter caliber. Crafted by the Empire's top arm maker Zekmeister, ZM Corp. This rifle is one of the factors that enable the Imperial armies to sweep across Europa. Substantially lighter than conventional rifles, the ZM car greatly improved unit mobility and won the thanks of those forced to carry them on their march. Its nickname, its distinctive axe shape, earned it the nickname Francisca amongst its users. The mags, which are the Gallian machine guns, a 9mm. EW1 saw a variety of firearms developed to suit a broad spectrum of needs. Among them, the machine gun's stopping power made it exceptionally popular among arms makers, both within Gallia and abroad. Though models of all shapes and sizes saw use in combat, the mag's machine gun was especially prized on the front lines for its portability. Excelling in rapid-fire speed and ease, it exhibited unparalleled performance in the close quarters of trench and urban operations. ZMMP, which is the Empire's gun. Again, another 9mm caliber. The ZMMP boasts a degree of refinement so high it was lauded as Zekmeister's ultimate masterpiece. Excelling in firepower, accuracy, and portability, it represents the pinnacle of everything required of a machine gun. Further sweetening the deal is the high concentration of pressed parts, easily manufactured at low cost. With these guns in hand, Imperial forces crossed Europa unchecked by the Federation and other nations. The Land Car, standard anti-tank lance, 122mm projectile, one shot. Alright, Gallia's most common anti-tank lance, developed as a way to allow foot soldiers to combat tanks unassisted. An armor-penetrating warhead is loaded into the lance's tip, then fired at the target, detonating on impact. Though its power and effectiveness are indisputable, its considerable weight impedes the mobility of the user. The weapon draws its name from its use as a lance-shaped anti-armor device. The Imperial equivalent, 105mm in caliber. This weapon could rightly be called the grandfather of all anti-tank lances, developed by von Bismarck under the direction of founder Adolf von Bismarck, a leader in explosive research. As the first major power to realize the tank's battle potential, the Empire was also active in developing the means for combating enemy tanks. The designation PL comes from the term Panzerlance. Alright, then we have the Gallian sniper rifle, which is a 7.92mm rifle, similar caliber to the Scout's rifle. The GSR sniper rifle had its origins as a rifle made for use on horseback, built with all the know-how amassed during the Gallian S's development. Its refining feature is a variable zoom sniper scope. Built in an era of semi-automatic handguns, the fully manual bolt-action GSR was half obsolete by the time it hit the production lines, but its exceptional firing accuracy and brilliantly made safety saw it continue to see use until the very end of EW2. And then we have the Imperial sniper rifle, 7.62mm. Alright, CMSG was based on an infantry gun carried by many of the Empire soldiers during EW1, particularly noted for its firing accuracy. The SG also featured a Rudolph Company variable small arms scope. Lauded for its accuracy and uncommonly shock-resistant barrel, it first saw use with the Empire's Mountain Ranger units. Though the ZMSG's design allowed for a bayonet to be affixed under the muzzle, there are very few instances of it being used during the Second European War. Alright, and then we have the B-type grenade, which is the Gallian grenade, which we've been using to great effect. Alright, a wooden handle extends from the simple can-type explosive made from a powdered Ragnite mix that emits a characteristic blue glow upon detonation. It uses a friction-based fuse system in which the user first removes the safety cap at the handle's end, then pulls the internal ripcord to spark the fuse. Because the bomb detonates a few seconds after the fuse is ignited, requiring the user to swiftly throw it, then seek cover from the blast, its operation requires some degree of safety training. And then we have the Imperial equivalent. Alright, similar in basic construction to those used elsewhere, this friction-fused hand grenade is the official standard within the Imperial Army, though the time delay until detonation can be adjusted via the dial or screw on the side of the device. Most users were hesitant to deviate from the timing that had been drilled into them in training. Alright, so that is all of the weaponry for everything, except for some of the minor variants. And I think we're probably good to go ahead and stop there. We may go through the personnel tab, but there is a lot of stuff in here. Every single character has their own dossier, so we might kind of go through some of the common characters that I use, but a lot of this we'll get in the actual story. So what I think I'll do is just go ahead and end it here, and when we come back, we will go to Chapter 6 and start working on that. And I'll be doing the rest of this skirmishes off-screen most likely, because that's probably the only skirmish mission I'm going to be running to generate EXP and ducats to get us through the main campaign. But what we got there is going to last us a little while longer. So, yeah, we should be alright. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.